September 11th, I was actually getting ready to leave the house to go to Montague, and I had the TV on, and the news was on. It was breaking news about 9/11, about the first plane hitting the tower in New York. I just had a lot of guilt about sitting, relaxing in my home, eating apple pie that I made while these people are actually going through this. I just wanted to, I guess, share that there was caring out there. There were several businesses that I went to, and I just checked off the list of the ingredients that I had, and each manager at every store, they were more than willing to help out. After I had the ingredients, they showed up with rolling pins with it, like it was within 2 hours. And a restaurant actually, they donated their kitchen and their dough making machine to roll out the crust, like you flattens it out. And then it was the next day that we went to assemble the pies. So it was the children at Grand Trackety Elementary School, which is closed now. They decorated some pie boxes, and then West Royalty Elementary School. They took over 100 boxes and colored their messages on there as well. One of the big things, probably the biggest thing to figure out about the whole task was to figure out how to transport the 231 pies down to New York City, where it was a more than high security area. And I made a phone call to one transportation company here on the island, and he said, yes, no, it sounds great. This was before I had any of the donations done. It was one of my preliminary thoughts, I guess. And when I did call him and said if he could give me a delivery date, I would actually work backwards to get the pies baked so they weren't sitting any amount of time. He backed out. I think he thought it would never happen. And I think that kind of helped my story for the second trucking company, because I think they felt really bad. So they took them right to Nino's restaurant. So the day of 9/11, it was actually the day that we were going to be booking a family trip to New York for November. And obviously our plans changed. There was a lot of uncertainty and fear and everything that went on with the 9/11. We still went. We still went, and we stayed on the New Jersey borderline. The lady I was in contact with for Nino's restaurant, Renee, she actually said if we went down, she'd love to meet me and give me a tour of Nino's restaurant. So being on the bus going from the parking lot to go down to New York City, goosebumps. Anyways, you're on the bus and you're looking out the window and you're going to the bus stops. I know. And there's pictures of, I still get so broken up over it. But there's pictures of like husbands missing, and like they were like missing, and like they had 9/11, and the picture of the father or the husband or son or whatever. And it just really hit home, because we were on our way to go down to ground zero, and just realizing people are still missing their family. When I was in there, there was actually a New York policeman. I don't remember his last name, but it was James. He come over, and he was really touched about these apple pies that come all the way from PEI. And he said he was actually there when they come off the truck, and he said it was like a huge deal that these pies, they were actually waiting for them, because the donations had actually run out of desserts. They had no more desserts, and these arrived just at the next meal time. And he said like they had firemen, I don't start crying again, they had firemen lined up, like taking the crates or the boxes of pies off the truck to bring them into the restaurant. And anyways, he remembers, he said it was really good, and he put his police hat on me and had a picture with me and whatever. And it was really nice to hear that such a simple thing made such a put a smile on somebody's face or meant something so much to somebody else.